O'Reilly.
Need a little help? O'Reilly Auto Parts can help. Need advice? We've got advice. No matter what you need, we have thousands of professional parts people doing their part to make sure you have it. Exceptional customer service. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
It's a common sense recap of the big stories. It's Katz and Cosby on 77 WABC.
And joining us now here on Katz and Cosby is Gerry Baker, the editor-at-large of the Wall Street Journal. Gerry, you guys wrote a really powerful column where it's essentially Kamala Harris's campaign is much ado about nothing. And I think we've seen that boy on display this week. Your reaction?
Well, yeah, thanks, Rita. Yes, exactly, and thank you for your kind words about the column. Yeah, it's this so-called media blitz. I'm kind of rather amused at the idea of a media blitz. I mean, it's not much of a media blitz, is it, when you sit in a friendly studio having a friendly chat with somebody? It's not really subjecting yourself to scrutiny. And as I wrote in the column, the reason she won't do that is because there's nothing there, Rita. There's not. This is, again, there are different views about Kamala Harris, about her abilities or whatever. The reality is there is nothing there. There is no, she's back in 2019. We know she espoused all these kind of left-wing positions to get to try and appeal to the Democratic electorate when she was running in that primary. She's abandoned apparently all of those. At least she tells us. There's no substance there at all. One of the things I said in my column is that it is kind of striking in a way that, when you have a candidate who is endorsed, Tim Walz in his debate last week with J.D. Vance made a big thing about, that she's built a coalition from Bernie Sanders to Dick Cheney to Taylor Swift. And I felt that was a very revealing statement in a way, not because it shows the breadth of her support, but because it shows she can't be for anything. If you have a range of supporters like that, from the far left to a neoconservative to a pop star, what is it you actually stand for? You don't have anything there. You don't have any real substance. There is no, we are being asked to vote for someone on the basis of absolutely no evidence what she is, who she is, or what she would do. And it's an incredibly risky proposition.
You know what it seems like, Gerry Baker of the Wall Street Journal? It's like she is throwing everything up against the kitchen sink and sort of seeing what sticks, like you just said. And one of the things I was stunned last night, she did the Univision debate and she said, I'll put my border record up against anybody. And then today she's speaking in Arizona and saying, we have to have compassion for everybody. Let's talk about a pathway to citizenship. It's like you're right. There is no moral compass.
Well, also, yeah, exactly. And take, what she's been saying, also, as you say, what she's been saying about Joe Biden. So, she keeps telling everybody she's not Joe Biden. She won't be Joe Biden. She's the change candidate. She's turning the page. We're going to move on. And then she's asked in one of these incredibly softball interviews this week, she's asked the easiest question of all, which is how would you do anything differently? She's asked that question twice, by the way. She was asked it once in that on The View, and then again by Stephen Colbert, a really gentle softball question. Tell us what you might do differently from Joe Biden. She says nothing. Literally. I says I won't do it. I wouldn't do anything differently. It'd be exactly the same. So on the one hand, which she's asking us to turn the page, and which is going to be new, and it's change and the future and all of this. And on the other hand, she says she would do exactly what Joe Biden's done for the last 4 years. It just again. Rita, is just so revealing of the fact that there is nothing there. We have no idea what we are being asked to vote for, other than, look, this does appeal to some people, and some people will vote for her on this reason, other than she's not Donald Trump. And but that is not going to be enough for people. It's certainly not enough for this country to be led by someone who doesn't tell us who gives the voters no idea what she actually stands for.
Yeah, and especially at such a complicated time. Unbelievable. And you're right, she almost acted like it was a trick question when she was asked both times. Everybody, we're talking to Gerry Baker of the Wall Street Journal. Ed Cox.
Gerry, that really wasn't a policy mistake. That was just a huge political error. How does she know how to handle herself with another head of state if she's going to make that kind of a simple error just in presenting her case?
Ed, she's not got. I mean, again, look, we've she's again saying that she's going to continue the Biden policies, which obviously globally have been a disaster. I mean, America, we've had 4 years of American weakness under this president, but she doesn't, give us any confidence whatsoever that she understands any of the issues. She just spouts the same kind of stuff. We'll take a response to the hurricane this week, but she's clearly trying to, get her face in there for political reasons to sort of seem like she's somehow got some role. Even Joe Biden, even her own boss basically put her down and said, no, I'm speaking to Ron DeSantis. Ron DeSantis is doing a great job in Florida. I talk to him all the time. He's directly asked about, whether or not, Harris should have any role or is having any role, and he says no. I mean, we know historically it's very hard for a vice president to run for the presidency from the vice presidency because it is hard to distance yourself from the guy you've been serving for the last 4 or 8 years. But you have to be able to tell them something. You have to be able to give the American people some understanding of who you are, how you would be different, and what you would do that would be fresh. Because we're not talking about the last 4 years. We should be talking about the next 4 years, and she has nothing to offer.
Well, and the problem is the record from Joe Biden is open borders. The record is inflation. So it has been word salad extraordinaire, it seems. Gerry Baker, thank you so much. We love having you here on the show. Thank you, Gerry.
Appreciate it both. Thank you very much. Have a great weekend.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, and I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Get the facts. For your free timeshare exit info kit, go to iCancelTimeshare.com. That's iCancelTimeshare.com. iCancelTimeshare.com.